I got a feeling that it's gonna be a wonderful day.
It's all about good morning.
Morning,
Morning.
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 How you doing?
Morning.
Morning,
Morning. Morning.
morning,
Morning.
morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, the one, the only, the hot ravioli, El Presidente, Julian Nicholas. And I'm here with the legend himself, Adrian. How you doing, buddy?
I am doing great, Julian. We are also here, and we are also joined by Mr. Nessie.
Good morning, zebras. Happy Friday. It's a fun Friday here at the high school.
Yes, it is fun.
We've got a great Zebra morning show for you today. The first week of school is in the books. Fun times, boys. Fun times.
1 week down, a lot to go. So many to go.
Don't worry, Adrian. We'll get there, man. We'll get there.
We'll get there.
Oh, there you go. There you go. All right. Julian, you got some weather for us?
Yes, sir. Hit it.
We'll make it sweet. We'll make it short. Now here for you is the weather report.
Buenos dias, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be at 59 degrees, but...
Wait,
What?
it's only a high of 59 today?
What? Wait a minute.
What's the weather right now?
59 degrees.
All right. Where are we going today?
If you let me say it. Just let me say it, sir.
All right. Here we go.
All right. But do not worry. Do not fret. We'll be at a high of 83 degrees, and it will be sunny. Okay. That is me with the weather report.
Oh, yes.
Baby. All right. Here we go, everybody. A little morning announcement action. Here we go.
All right, so announcements. Like I said yesterday, go check out the website for Mr. Rusnack's message. And there are also student documents that need to be signed and brought back to school. Also, check out the schedule. The times change. Also, a little side note. If you want to have announcements on the show, shout-outs, go visit zebrapodcastnetwork.com to submit your shout-outs or announcements. And let's see, I think that is...
Also,
yep.
I'm looking at the school calendar, which is also on our website. Very valuable. Next week, we are planning on having another student activities fair.
Yes.
So last year in the spring, we had one where all the little 8th graders came over to kind of learn about the clubs and activities. But here in the fall, that's for everybody. So obviously grades 9, 10, 11, and 12. Next week on Tuesday and Wednesday, be on the lookout for some more information where you can find out about all the different clubs and groups that exist here at New Brunswick High School. And there's plenty of opportunities for people to get involved. One such activity is this one, the Zebra Podcast Network. If you'd like more information, come see me, Mr. Nessie. My main classroom is B121. And if you'd like to be a part of the Zebra Morning Show, we're currently looking for somebody to do the weather and tell jokes.
I'm right here, sir.
We are desperate for a new Julian, please.
No.
Hey, nobody can replace me. Nobody. Zilch. Nobody. That's my job, my baby, my role.
And we are also joined by Mrs. Harris.
Yes, she is just settling in.
Yes.
She must have hit a little traffic today. Who knows?
Yeah.
Good morning, Miss Harris.
Good morning.
You got to tip it up. Tip it up.
There you go.
Good morning.
There you go.
How are you guys doing?
I'm doing.
They're trying to replace me.
We're doing great.
Why I just got here.
So supportive.
No traffic today. I just had to buzz in at the front door, which I don't normally have to do.
Oh, so normally you're just able to sneak in with somebody else? Right. Excellent. It's good to know who has to sneak into the building and who does not. All right. I think that'll do it for news. And real quick, let's do
Now for sports.
sports. All right, Zebra sports fans, here is your sports for Friday, September 9th. Yesterday, girls soccer lost to Metuchen. They lost 9-3, and they are 0-1 overall and 0-1 in the Greater Middlesex Conference. Highlights for the girls. 2 goals scored by senior Marilyn Cano. She also had 4 points, so that's like 2 points per goal. She scored 2 goals. Not going to really explain soccer to everybody. And the 3rd goal was scored by Catherine Velasquez. And we had assist by Talia Soto and Jocelyn Gonzalez. Goalie Genesis Menjivar had 16 saves on the day.
Wow, that's a lot.
She was getting pelted with soccer balls. Tonight, home football opener, 7 o'clock kickoff at Memorial Stadium against the Bombers of Sayreville High School. Tomorrow, the boys soccer team travels to St. Joe's for a match at 2:30, and your girls soccer team will be in action again at St. Thomas Aquinas, and their game is at 10 a.m. tomorrow. We'll let you know what happened with all of that on Monday. That's it for sports. Go out and support your Zebras tonight. Bring your student ID, get in for free, and cheer on your Zebras to victory. That's it for sports. Go Zebras!
Go Zebras indeed.
Go Zebras. Go Zebras.
I got in on it this today. The Go Zebras.
Nice.
I'll have to listen back and maybe take us all out and just amplify your voice in the podcast version. Which, fun fact, if you are watching us live, know that if you subscribe and follow us on Spotify or Google Podcasts, we are there. So you can certainly follow the show after the fact. If you're watching us on YouTube or Twitter, you're also welcome to leave a comment and say, hey, how you doing? Want to give a shout out to Julian's mom. It's always a pleasure to have Miss Peavy in the audience.
Hi, Mom. How you doing?
We appreciate it. Share the word. Let's see. So it is Fun Friday.
Yes.
However, before we get to the fun part, Julian, we had some current events yesterday, which I know you wanted to speak to. So please give us the news.
So, the reigning monarch of Britain, Queen Elizabeth Alexandria Mary.
The second. Don't forget the second.
I was going to get there.
Yes, but you almost forgot it. So
No.
Okay.
Hush, boy. Just be quiet. Anyway, she passed away. She passed away at the age of 96. Again, reigned for 7 decades. Born in 1926, if I'm, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And oversaw a lot of things, really. The fall of the British Empire, the computer age.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting life.
She has been throughout history for at least a lot of years and decades.
Yeah.
And also, I'm not really sure how she died. Can you elaborate on that, Julian?
Well, again, she just died yesterday, so there's not much really to go into it, but most likely probably from natural causes. I mean, you do have to understand, Adrian.
Yes.
She was 97 years old.
I mean, yes.
I mean, not 97, correction, 96.
96 years old, yes.
But what kind of surprised me is that her marriage with her husband, Prince Philip,
Mm-hmm.
was 73 years.
Wow.
Long time.
Yeah.
That is the longest marriage in history.
I know. What else is interesting about her? So since she passes away, right?
Mm-hmm.
That means her son Charles
Yeah, Charles.
is now the king, king of
The
England,
King of England.
King Charles III.
Yes.
or George the Seventh.
George the Seventh is actually more accurate than Charles.
I mean, how so?
Well, I think it's more accurate because, the Queen of England, well, Elizabeth's family has been throughout generations for years and decades. So it would probably be
Probably more of a millennia. Like
yeah,
it started from, like-
millennia is more accurate than
Yeah.
anything else.
Well, the official title he took is King George III.
Yeah.
King George the Third.
Yeah.
That's the title he took.
Don't you mean seventh?
Nope, he is King Charles III.
You
Yeah.
said George.
King Charles III.
Oh, because did y'all hear him say George?
Yeah, I think.
I'll listen back to the tape.
All
But
right.
I'm pretty sure I said King Charles III.
Yeah, all right. And it's interesting because Charles has a bad rap. Not Charles himself. That's something completely different. I mean, the name Charles and the royal line and the monarchy. The
Yeah.
name Charles.
Really?
Yeah, because with Charles the First, he was an absolute monarch. He believed in power by divine right,
Yeah.
and this led to the English Civil War, which got his head chopped off.
Pretty much, yeah.
And his son was just a playboy. He just loved women. He was all over the place, actually. So that's why Charles is more of a synonymous name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, a little bit. I kind of want you to elaborate on what you said there, Julian, about the name Charles, with him having a whole bad reputation and everything.
Oh, you mean like with Charles himself?
Charles himself, yes.
Oh, okay. Well, with Charles himself, well, it's somewhat complicated. He would always be invested into politics, but the problem is that the UK has a constitutional monarchy, meaning their powers are restricted and they don't really, nor shouldn't really be involved in politics. They're just there for like the face of Britain, as a ceremonial thing.
For our listeners who are not history and political buffs, which of our many, many, many listeners, not only does Great Britain have a king and a queen and a monarchy and a palace, they also have a prime minister, I believe, is their official head guy, and a parliament. So the king and queen and whoever's on the throne are not the people making the political decisions.
Yep.
Yeah. Mostly just the prime minister or something like that.
Yeah, which is Lizzie Truss.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah,
I'm not a
'cause-
European politics person.
Well, according to BBC.com, Charles has become head of the Commonwealth, which is an association of 56 independent countries and 2.4 billion people. For 14 of these countries, as well as the UK, the king is the head of state. These countries, known as the Commonwealth realms, are Australia, Antigua and Barbuda, the Bahamas, Belize, Canada, Grenada, Jamaica, Papua New Guinea, St. Christopher and Nevis, St. Lucia, St. Vincent, and the Grenadines, New Zealand, Solomon Isles, and Tuvalu.
So it sounds like Britain's old
Empire.
colonies
Yeah.
and empire, but I'm surprised to hear that all of Canada is on that list.
Yep.
Yep.
Surprisingly, the British Empire is technically still around, but if you really think about it, it also ended in '97 when they gave Hong Kong back to China.
Yeah.
So that's also interesting. But let me circle back to your question about Charles. With Charles, he he married Princess Diana of Wales, right?
Yep.
And they had a tumultuous marriage,
Okay.
which led to them being divorced. And Charles
Which is not something you see in the royal family, divorce.
Yes, exactly.
Yep. and Charles marrying his mistress, Camilla Bowles, if I'm correct. And as y'all know, as I just said, their relationship wasn't too great. And if I'm correct, Diana passed away 25 years ago, actually.
Yep.
From a car crash.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's why Charles is a bit really infamous himself, because his involvement in politics, as well as his love affair with Camilla.
Okay.
Especially because Princess Diana was very beloved throughout the world.
Yeah.
Many people felt like they could relate to her and like she spoke for them.
Yeah, like she was the people's princess.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the title they gave her. Something significant I remember about her was during the AIDS crisis, she went to a hospital and shook the hand of a patient with AIDS, which was revolutionary at the time because people were scared of AIDS, rightfully so. It's a scary illness. And I believe at the time that happened, people were still unsure how it was spread.
Yeah.
So it appeared as though she was taking a big risk, and it provided more dignity, perhaps, to that patient that someone of her stature was willing to come and speak with him, shake his hand, have a relationship with him, become friends, and not ostracize him in that way.
Like, I also remember that apparently after she passed away, the queen didn't really speak about it for a week, and she was very heavily criticized about this action.
I didn't know that.
But she did. Many people also were saying that she was just looking out for her grandsons, William and Harry.
Yep.
So
Harry.
So you do have to take that into account. But it's just interesting that we see not many people like this today who lived for almost 100 years and just seen so many things, such as again, the computer age as a great example.
Yeah. Or like, seen so many like empires fall
Like,
as well.
like mind you, she actually technically served in World War II as a
Eh,
mechanic.
Technically, yes. She did. She did serve her time in the military, so
And what's even more interesting is that she technically could have been just a normal member of the royal family,
yes.
because her uncle Edward VIII abdicated the throne like less than a year after he became king to marry this American divorcee, Wallace Simpson.
Hmm.
So that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, she wasn't in line for the throne.
Not yet.
She wasn't in line, not yet, at least.
So
I didn't know that.
so imagine an alternate
Did you
time.
not watch The Queen?
No.
Don't you mean The Crown?
The Crown, sorry.
Yeah, the crown.
Also, no.
Speaking of The Crown, I heard that they're also going to stop filming in respect for her, for the Queen.
Yeah.
Which is
Meaning the show is ending?
no. Like it's on a hiatus. It's on a hiatus.
It's on a hiatus.
Well, yeah.
Which it's on pause for like momentarily.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, all of the country is like shut down for like 14 days now.
Yeah.
And they were projecting, economically speaking, that this could impact them by losing out on billions of dollars in economic revenue. But, it's what you do. It's their culture. It's their tradition. So, that's how it works.
No monarch has died in our modern economy. We don't know how it works. No, British monarch, because she's been on the throne for so long.
Yeah.
Again, going back to BBC as we wrap this up for the day and the weekend, really not so much a fun Friday, just an informational Friday.
Yeah.
Informational.
It is expected that Charles will be officially proclaimed the king tomorrow, Saturday, and this will happen at St. James Palace in London in front of a ceremonial body known as the Accession Council. This is made up of members of the Privy Council, a group of senior MPs. I do not know what that stands for.
Members of Parliament.
Yeah.
Members of Parliament, past and present, and peers, as well as some senior civil servants, Commonwealth High Commissioners, and the Lord Mayor of London. More than 700 people are entitled to attend in theory, but given the short notice, the actual number is likely to be far fewer. At the last Ascension in 1952, about 200 people attended. So there will be wall-to-wall news coverage. I'm sure you'll be able to watch that on any number of channels to see what this is. So if you want to see Charles become king, tune in to probably any number of channels tomorrow.
Does that mean that right now there's no monarch of England?
No,
No.
he's the king.
Yeah,
He's the
because
king.
after Elizabeth died,
Instant. That's how.
Yeah.
Instantly. After
Remember, divine right, died. Whole thing. Yeah.
because it kind of goes like this: if a monarch dies, or like a royal family member dies in the royal family, the next person that is in the royal family instantly becomes the monarch of England.
yeah, which is Charles.
Yes.
Right. So, like the young gentleman that I met yesterday who's interested in podcasting, the instant he shows up in this studio,
I'm out of here.
Julian's out.
What? No.
It works like that at Zebra
No.
Podcast.
No.
The
No.
The first person.
Nobody can hear him now because I hit his mute button.
The first person or any new person that decides to join instantly replaces Julian.
Really? Why? Why me? Why?
Well, because you tell horrible jokes and honestly don't tell the weather. Very good.
Oh, so you're gonna do me dirty, Adrian?
Yes.
Like,
No,
you
no,
can do any
no.
better?
I could do way more
All
better.
right, Adrian, you're on weather next week.
Okay. All right.
We'll see you on Monday,
Thank
everybody.
you for listening to the Zebra Morning Show.
Do us a favor and tell someone else about us. The word of mouth is the best way to help us grow.
Be sure to follow us on social media. We're on Twitter and Instagram as Zebra Podcast Net.
Please consider subscribing and following us. The Zebra Morning Show is live streamed each day, and we're available as a podcast. Go to zebrapodcastnetwork.com/subscribe.
If you want to get involved with the Zebra Podcast Network, see Mr. Nessie.
Have a great day, Zebra Nation. See you later, ladies. Bye-bye.